Hey guys, first of all, I want to say thank you for using your gifts and talents to lead this church in a way that honestly, most days is not even going to be really acknowledged or noticed. In fact, the only time that IT people get noticed is when it's going really bad. And so, as long as the internet's up and the email's working and computers are working fine, we have a tendency to forget you guys. And so, I just wanted to start by saying thank you so much for what you guys do on this serve team to use the gifts and talents God's given you so that this church can run and function. So thank you for that. Also, I just wanted to kind of, Jackie's asked me just to kind of tell you what our heartbeat is and why would we build this intranet, as I think I'm supposed to call it. And if I say any words wrong over the next few minutes about techie stuff, get over it. You can't pronounce the Greek. I can't pronounce your language. So we're fine, all right? But I'm super excited that you guys are working on this intranet. And here's what I want you to think: every minute of every day is valuable. Time's the only thing you can't return. You can't use it and return it. Every single day, our staff shows up, and we have a limited amount of time to lead serve staff, to make disciples, to make decisions, to execute and get ready for the weekend. The joke around here is that the weekend comes every 4 days because we have services on Thursday and Sunday. And because of that high-speed environment we live in, finding information can really limit what we're trying to do with our day. And also, with the speed we're at and with a limited staff, we heavily depend on serve staff to come in and be a part of what we're doing each week. And so what you guys are building is really a tool to get us from trying to find information. We can move from that seeking and finding it to executing and implementing it. And the more efficient we are with mission trip signups, the more efficient we are with answering questions from a serve staff member at the front desk, the easier it is for us to move past executing to disciple making. Now, our heartbeat in every ministry here is that we make disciples. And so I just want you to think about the single mom that's going to call in with questions about how does she register her kid for Backyard Bible Club. And she's going to call next May, and she's going to be flustered because she's got 3 kids at home and dad's not around. And she's going to call the front desk. And with the internet, she's going to get this. Hold on one moment. Let me pull this up for you. Here's exactly how you do this. Now, without the internet, this single mom's going to get, well, hold on 1 minute. Let me take your name down. We'll give it to one of our new gen staffers who will call you. And you know when you start the game of phone tag, it is the most difficult game in all of humanity. Our new gen will call this single mom back right about the time that her baby throws up everywhere. And then the mom will call the new gen team back right about the time they walk in the meeting, and then on and on and on for a week. And so what this internet's going to do is allow us to answer the question, engage the person in the moment. Our goal is to get every question up there so that our staff can spend less time asking each other, how do I order office supplies? And although that seems very small, if our staffer in charge of office supplies gets asked 3 times a day how to order office supplies, she's got 15 to 20 minutes gone in her day. And then you know this, to get back into back into work mode takes another 5 or 10. So she's almost out a half an hour a day just on the question of how do I order some pens. And so what we are excited about with this internet and what you are building for this church is a way for us to move from needing information to having information, from working on ordering pens to having more time to make disciples. And so I don't want you to miss at all. This is not just a task. This is not just something that we thought would look cool, that we had. This is a tool so that we can be a community that glorifies God through surrendering to Jesus, making disciples, and transforming community. And last thing is, I want you to think about this. What if God allows this church to become a church with multiple campuses? What if we have campuses in Yulee and Ponte Vedra and Julington Creek and on the west side and St. Augustine and McClenny and Palaca? What if God opened the door for us to have really campuses all over Northeast Florida? Well, what you're doing in this moment, the very groundwork, is building a system so that we can take care of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the area. We can make disciples. We can disseminate information. So I don't want you to, for 1 minute, think that what you're doing is just a task. What you're doing is fueling us to make disciples of all of Northeast Florida. We love you guys, and thank you.